So, I really haven't been filming a whole lot of the process of redoing the bumper. I uploaded a time lapse, I think. I'll have to check. But right now I'm doing finished work on the bumper with my wife, getting rid of the rest of the rough spots. I sanded it for like 3 hours, and then I primed it. And after you prime it, you can see the really rough spots, and now we're finishing those down to be smoother. I've got some pictures of the bumper process, but I didn't take a lot of videos of it. But that's where we're at. My DA sander doesn't reach into these corners. So after I primed it, you could see where there was still heavy layers of paint. But we're going to sand away the heavy spots right now and then lightly prime them. And tomorrow I'll come prime or sand over the whole thing with like 120. Right now we're sanding with 60 to get rid of the rough spots. It's a little rough for body work, but for a heavy steel bumper it works fine. But I'll come in, I'll finish it with 120 and probably 380 and go from there. But it'll look good when we're done. Stay tuned. Okay, after sanding down the high spots with the 60 grit, instead of sanding it with 120 and higher, I attached a red Scotch-Brite wheel to the drill. Turned out pretty good. We will prime it tonight and see how it turned out tomorrow morning and go from there. Alright, after about another hour and a half of sanding and buffing, it's looking pretty good. Tomorrow I'll do a nice wet sand on it, smooth it out, and then we'll throw some black paint on it. It's looking pretty good. Okay, so this week I've been working on the bumper, getting the dents out, getting the previous paint job sanded off, sanded down nice and smooth. And last week I talked about ordering a set of turn signals for the Bronco. I wanted to order the turn signals for the grill, but after a couple beers I wasn't paying attention and I ordered the wrong turn signals. But thankfully they're turn signals that I need. It's not very often that you make a mistake and it works out. So at least I got those now. I wondered why they were only 38 bucks. So I will be going back online and ordering the turn signals for the grill. But let's check out the bumper. Probably have about 3.5 hours into it so far, getting the dents out, getting all the uneven spray paint and everything sanded off and getting it nice and smooth. But now I need to go through and scuff the primer and put a couple layers of black paint on. Do you want to help me sand it? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's do it. Okay, my daughter wants to help me do some more stuff. We gotta wait for the bumper to dry, 24 hours obviously. So in the meantime, we're gonna drag these tires out, all 4 of them, because I've got 4 brand new inner tubes ready to go. Now, these tires I've had on mud trucks for over 10 years, so they have weather cracking and the beads leak and whatnot. So I'd like to knock these tires off the bead because 3 of them don't hold air, and put the new tubes in, fill them with air, and go from there. These tires most likely won't see the highway ever again, but it'd be really nice to never have to air the tires up when I move the Bronco around the property. But even if I do get it running and I want to test drive it through town, the tubes will be fine. They used to run tubes all the time. It's not a big deal.
And make sure to subscribe.
Make sure to subscribe? Yes. Thanks, baby. Okay, let's scrap that idea because I am not putting tubes in these tires anymore because I don't think that's what you would call road worthy. So I'm gonna take this set out. I'm gonna grab another set that is sitting right there in that stack. These tires are anywhere from 10 to 15 years old. The ones out there are anywhere from 5 to 10 years. So, and those ones haven't been sitting on a vehicle for 6 years, but they all hold air as far as I know. They're aluminum rims. We'll get them and check them out, see if they're worthy of tubes. I'm sure a couple are flat from sitting, but I have tubes. I'm gonna use them. Okay, I've got the other wheels and tires brought in. These are, I think, known as bullet holes. I'm not sure. But all the sidewalls look good. They're pretty sturdy tires still.
This one is hard.
It is hard. That one still has air. And then I've got the second coat on the bumper. I'd like to get a third coat on it, but I think I'm going to end this video with this segment here. Bumper's painted. Tires are on the floor.
This one's hard.
But it's time to head in and start supper. Well, finish supper. But anyways, thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe, drop a like.
And make sure to like us more.
Yeah, make sure to like us more. You guys have a good night. Stay tuned for the next video. Love you guys.